Good evening, skin enjoyers. I have been right, 'cause it's time for the abnormal barders. Tonight we have some interesting skins to chase after, such as the likes of this garage door, the hoodie and pants here, an interesting looking single door right there, Heavy Night tier 3 toolbox, just the poncho out of the Rainbow Pony set right there, a bolt action rifle, and very weirdly, this is a little bit different. We'll talk about that in a bit. Now, of course, with the likes of abnormals, we also have the likes of regular skins that only become marketable when the rust door rotates tomorrow. So we have the Rat-a-tat-tat Thompson, the Rainbow Pony Boonie Hat, and the Cardboard Sheep Matador. Now, you're probably sitting there wondering, abnormals? Regular skins? What on earth is you about? Well, if you don't fully understand what abnormal skins are, please consider watching the first two videos that you see linked in the description. Scroll down, take a look, and you'll see it provided. The first video is a 60-second short video which briefly goes over the details in regards to what abnormals are. In short, with every rust door that we have, we'll see a certain number of the skins becoming marketable before the rust door even rotates. We know exactly when it's going to happen. We're going to figure out prices right now. We're going to race to put down those bars as fast as possible in an effort, in hopes, to potentially pick up those skins for a cheaper price in the future and sell them for a lovely bit of profit. It's as simple as that. Now, the short video might not be able to explain everything well enough. That's fine. I get it. Just a little bit below, the second video, which is about 20 minutes long, goes a lot more in depth, explains everything a lot more, especially in regards to being able to identify what abnormal skins are and whatnot, and of course, when they happen, because it changes 6 months every year. So, with that all said, you should probably go ahead and give that a good look, and now you can sit back and relax, as I am going to go through the likes of these skins and figure out what prices might we want to offer for all of them. Now, I have to bring up the likes of the Abyss Hunting Bow. So, if you can recall, with the likes of this, it was a bit delayed when we had the rust door last week. Turns out, when this went through, unfortunately, it conflicted with another bow skin. Now, I've already made a video discussing this, and I'm sure you've seen it by now, but I was questioning, is it a win-win situation for it? Because basically, as you look at both these listings, you might notice that they already have listings, but both of them have the same image. I am under the impression that the Abyss Hunting Bow that we care about is going to replace this image here. You might notice it says Abyss Hunting Bow right there. And then we have, standard Abyss Bow right there. Cool. This is the one I believe that will be taken over. We'll have our lovely purple imagery right here in a bit. And as you can see, it already has buy orders. Now, if you watched the likes of this video, you would have seen that it had a lot more buy orders before. That is true. They are gone. People have sold to them. And this is where this technically might become a bit of a problem for it, or maybe it's not too bad. So, how many people do you reckon bought in with the pure intent to sell to these high buy orders instantly? Maybe a fairly decent amount, but I've got to bring this up. With the likes of the Abyss Bow here, it only did 7,400 subscribers. That's nothing. Now, for the likes of bow skins in general, it's not too high, it's not really that low, it's just kind of somewhat average, because bow skins, they're a bit funny. The most recent bow skin was the recycled hazmat bow. That sold next to nothing. 4,749 subscribers. Well, that's already down in price. Oh dear. Then we had the likes of the Neilmeyer bow. 14,400 subscribers. Down 40%. Oh. And then we had the likes of the El Diablo bow. 4,700 subscribers. Oh, no, down 44. Yeah, hang on a minute. This doesn't seem so low now, does it? And of course, these don't seem to be very reliable. Now, over the past 2 years, only one bow skin is currently doing alright. That is the Legacy bow. That was the special bow made by Face Punch themselves, with a brand new mesh, cool looking, unique design. Not surprised to see that's worked out nicely. Now, if you look at all the bow skins that exist, you might notice that the vast majority are in the negative. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But every now and then, one does kind of step up and end up in the positive. And I get the feeling the Abyss bow potentially could be that. So, as I hop over to here and quickly remind you that the Abyss collection has been doing pretty good this past summer. The Abyss collection, pretty much nearly all of it rose up in price ever so nicely, but more specifically, the AK-47. Now, a good few weeks back, we had the SAR. When I looked at that SAR, I basically looked at all of you and I said, I fully believe this will behave the exact same way that this behaved. Initially, that came out quite late last year, went down in price quite badly, went down to about $1.90 after selling in a rust door for $3. But after that, post-Christmas, rose back up in price to its rust door price, went and dipped a little bit during the likes of Easter, then rose up all the way to more than $4 just this past summer. It worked out all right. If you go look at all the AKs that came out over the past 2 years, there's like 4 of them in the positive. That's one of them. This collection is in demand. It held up ever so nicely. A lot of these skins rose up ever so nicely. I can't help but assume Yes, the SAR's currently down in price a fair bit, but it's expected to rebound and go up again, much like the AK. And now, of course, with the likes of the bow skin here, with it selling a lot less, the AK did about 13,000 subscribers, the SAR did about 17,000 subscribers. This is sitting here with 7,500 subscribers almost. Give it time. I can't help but assume it will work out. It's just dependent on how many people are going to list theirs. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did buy some last Thursday. Although, technically speaking, actually, because it was quite late, I don't think many people bought it. So, you probably might not notice a lot of listings until potentially the next day. Because remember, 7-day cooldown. Understand that. So with these listings technically already in the position of where it's at here, obviously above its $2 price, maybe it just might translate into it just instantly being okay. We don't fully know, all right? But the sales aren't ridiculous. I don't expect too many listings in the future, and so as long as the Abyss collection, the purple monster scary one looks, so as long as that remains fairly in demand, I can't help but assume this will still be fine. So you're going to probably sit there and say, all right, so what price am I going to suggest? What do you mean? You can buy order it now, chat. Look at this. You can buy order it right now. So yeah, clearly this kind of bugged up a bit. This is the reason why I spoke about this first. But as you can see, for a $2 skin, it's people have already made a move. People have already made a move. So I would have sat here and said, I can't help but assume that this actually might be doing quite all right, better compared to the standard bow skin. I was going to suggest we do between $1 to $1.50. And, well, go on, hop on, go do what you want to do. This is a rare thing. I don't expect this to happen ever again. The main reason why this happened is because, of course, we had the naming conflict. Facepunch fixed it, but by doing so, we basically got the link to it already, and as I said, I fully believe this will be the one that gets taken over and becomes our brand new Abyss hunting bow. Or maybe, to a big surprise, maybe it takes over the original Abyss bow, with all these bar orders still, with the history of sales, where it's been going up and down in price ever so much here and there. Who knows, alright? Now, when I looked at this in that special video I produced, I did bring up the likes of the Snakebite SAR. The new Snakebite SAR did take over the old one, which was very weird, but it happened. So, right, we'll see what the outcome is with the likes of that. Something new to be finding out. Cool. So that would be the first abnormal we talked about, of course. Now let's go back over to here and talk about the skin that sold the most this week. The Neon Oil Rig Garage Door. Right then, so we don't know if we're going to be seeing any more of these skins anytime soon because, of course, over the course of this past weekend, what did we see from Mr. Sadist? Nothing. No. He seems to take a while to produce his skins. Nothing wrong with that. All you can really do is just follow him, stay up to date with all the new skins he submits. But yeah, it's been like 2-week break for that, 2-week break for that, 2-week break, and then what's next? We shall see. But potentially next week, could it be complete the sets? Maybe he might not be able to put something out so quickly. We'll find out. Anyway. So with the likes of this, I've basically done a good job figuring out where that was going to end up at. If you haven't been watching recently with the likes of my 48-hour analysis, the focus has changed to trying to figure out how much sales are we likely going to see by the next week. And I got it right, 16 to 18,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure it'll stay the same by tomorrow. So yeah, cool. Garage doors. How many have we had so far this year? Is there going to be Twitch drops on the horizon? We've had a lot. I fully expect a lot more potentially down the line in regards to skins being accepted for future Rust doors. And you're probably going to suggest, oh, is there going to be a Twitch drop in September? Not for garage doors. We actually know what's going on with that. We actually found out about this just a little bit earlier. 4 generic drops and a pair of hoodie and pants. We'll talk more about this a little bit later, but yeah, no garage door there. So, okay, understood. All good. So, look at the state of all the recent garage doors, and you can see that they haven't really been holding up very well, and I'll worry for it. If we do keep seeing more Neon Monument skins being accepted, okay, yeah, maybe it might keep it happy for a bit. But looking at the state of the Ultramarine garage door there, the very second we stop seeing the continuations, the constant continuations of those deplorable skins, it then started to suffer, along with the likes of the Sheepman door. So, oh dear, it needs support. And if the skin creator likes to take his time, oh no. So, looking at the state of this, I'm probably going to do between $1 to $1.50. Yep, I know, I'm playing it safe. I'm sorry to say, but I fully expect more garage doors. I fully expect, as we steer towards the likes of October time, things are, well, going to get worse. As you can see, we've already had an instant drop-off compared to the likes of August. Kind of surprising, but then again, we're not getting a full swipe until tomorrow, 6 days in the month. Kind of not too surprising. But anyway. With the likes of this, I've said the price. I worry that we're probably not going to be getting an instant continuation, especially if the skin creator technically is not allowed to submit a skin for next week. We don't know all the details, but we'll talk more about whether we're going to see complete the sets next week. So we'll leave it there. I've suggested the price. Let's move on. Commando hoodie and pants. Right. So, first of all, can I just remind all of you of the various different collections that we had that are other blackout alternative options? So, training collection. What we're going to do is we're going to specifically look at the hoodie and pants. Training collection basically came out in 2019, and as you might notice, 13,800 subscribers, 13,800 subscribers. This is selling for $7, this is selling for almost $13. Back over to here, both of these have just gone over 15,000 subscribers, $2 each. Okay. That's a nice little comparison. Then I'll look at the likes of, I don't know, Pirate Collection. That came out last year. Pirate Collection. All the skins in that basically sold for $1. And as you can see, well, 97 cents and 98 cents. But 44,000 subscribers, 44,000 subscribers. Huh. That's about 3 times as much. Yes, it is. Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage was the first skins to be accepted, and those were the hoodie and pants, and of course, since then, they've actually done a very good job of retaining their value. $7, $4 almost. 27,500, 27,500 subscribers for both of them. Are you noticing something? As I look over to here, we can also bring up the likes of the Black Gold Collection. Black Gold Collection, obviously with the hoodie and pants here, you're going to notice quite a drop-off with the prices. Oh dear, oh dear. 72 cents and $2.25. 21,000 subscribers, 21,000 subscribers. Have you noticed that these have sold quite a fair bit less compared to all of those other ones? Now, training obviously had less, but because it came out 5 years ago, it's flourished as time has gone on, and it's already much higher of a price. This is potentially still a much more affordable and approachable option. So, on the horizon, will we ever see Tier 2 potentially being accepted and given that a lovely boost? Well, if you've watched the likes of my most recent Rust Workshop skin checks, I'm sure many of you will be well aware that we, of course, did see Tier 2 being resubmitted. So as I scroll down over to here, are we going to get Commando Tier 2 tomorrow? Well, we shall see. But you might have noticed something a little bit there. Did you notice that this isn't the only Tier 2 set to be submitted this week? Guess what Commando's competing with? We have Heavy Knight. Wow! Now, technically speaking, maybe this competes, maybe instead the likes of the boots and the gloves get accepted. We'll see, but it's something to be aware of. But it's not that. That's not really the main thing I'm concerned about. It's Black Diamond. Black Diamond's here, as expected, just in time for the Force Wipe, potentially ready to be picked as an early pick. What do you reckon? Now, we had a bit of a chat earlier, didn't we, chat? We had a bit of a chat earlier, and we discussed what do you think most likely is going to be picked tomorrow. Now, you both, all of you, it was all split, but they think it's Heavy Knight and Commando. I think it's that. And don't forget, if we do have complete the sets the week after, all of these are still eligible. Like, all 3 of these collections are still eligible to be accepted into them. Still continuing or completing sets, so I'm sure you get the idea. Alright then, so we are a little bit concerned. Whilst it's very nice to see potentially the final core piece to be accepted, I wouldn't be surprised if we potentially see this instead. Commando, you got your second piece. Get out of the way. It's Black Diamond's turn now. So yeah, I'm sorry to say I'm a little bit concerned, and of course on the horizon, with 2 active black clothing and armour collections, we're going to probably see Black Diamond hoodie and pants as well. Does that cause worries and issues for likes of Commando? For if you can remember, when we saw the likes of Commando being accepted, it was doing alright. Yeah, it sold for $4 a piece. It was kind of sitting around $3 to $3.50 when they were in the Rust Steam market. But when we saw Black Diamond Tier 3, oh my, Commando Tier 3 dropped off to around $2. It lost the interest. And with this getting the continuation this week, Black Diamond, that tier 3 lost interest. But tomorrow... Right, so, whilst there's a lot of positives that can be said for the likes of that, I do worry about what's likely going to happen next. Now, this is just me guessing. I have to be aware of all potential outcomes. There's a lot going on in here. But regardless, this hasn't sold that much. On the horizon, would I still potentially see the likes of Commando Tier 2 being accepted? I have to accept the possibility. And I've spoken to the skin creator. He said, look, if it don't get accepted, I'll just make a version free. All right, fair enough. He's going to be persistent, and I don't blame him. You know, lots of potential money to be made. So, eventually, potentially. All right, that sounds silly, but yeah, I'm sure we'll eventually see Tier 2. But if we don't see it for a while, will this suffer? We didn't see hoodie and pants for a while, or Tier 2 for a while for Commando, and it went down half in price, didn't it? Tier 3 did go down. I'm looking at this. I've taken that in, you know. I am reminding myself of Kosem's previous black clothing and armour collection, Legacy Kevlar. See, when that came out, that was interesting. It wasn't competing with anything else. 50,000 subscribers each. Look at the state of that. You have to be aware of this. People on a budget, are they going to look at Commando, or are they going to look at Legacy Kevlar? Yeah, so don't just instantly assume, oh yeah, people with a budget, you know, like that. Yes, you can make the instant comparisons to likes of Blackout, but with so many Blackout alternative options, it's not just this, you know. There's plenty more options out there. Ooh, 40. Oh, no, that'll be together about $40. Yeah, $40. Ooh, yeah, so, cool. We've got that established. Price. What price are you going to do, Hedge? How low can you potentially go? How soon could we potentially see Commando Tier 2? I mean, it could appear tomorrow. It could. If you're alert enough, if you do a good job of keeping an eye on your buy orders, I think we could probably do up to $1.50. Now, do I expect a lot of listings with 15,000 subscribers each? Not really, but I can still imagine it'll probably go up to about 100 to 200 quantity as, you know, over the course of the next couple of weeks. And if people give up on it, oh yeah, you're going to see a lot more. But will people give up on it? As I said, we still expect potentially down the line, maybe some boots and gloves, maybe a jacket, but of course, Tier 2. $1 to $1.50. If you just want to play it safe, stick with $1. If you think, no, I think it'll do all right. I think it'll stay strong. I think it'll be good. Go up to $1.50. If you want to go even more higher, that's up to you. But I'm just trying to be a little bit realistic. I'm trying my best to figure it all out, and I think going between those prices might be a perfectly reasonable option. You might want to go even lower. That's up to you. You might want to go higher. That's up to you. But if you go higher and people give up on this and they start dumping, oh, I'm very sorry, but your wallet won't survive. So I've given you the concerns. I've given you the positives. It's up to you how you approach that now, chat. Let's now move on. Frozen Crypt door. Cool looking skin. Very nice. I'm not going to hate on it. I would love to see continuations. Did we see that happen recently over the past weekend? No. We got Alien Gate. Did I actually add this to my collection? I don't think I did. Wait, was that submitted like today? No? I don't know if I added that. That's actually new to me. Well, there you go. It's not a continuation. Anyway. So, $3. Cool looking. Glows in the dark. Hedge, isn't that good enough? Well, let's just take a look at all the other sheet metal doors that came out this year. That sold for a premium price. That glow in the dark and look cool. You know, let's just remind ourselves of pretty much every single other sheet metal door that came out this year. Ultramarine apparently is up 3%. I don't really think that's a perfectly fine thing to judge right now. Let's just push that aside. Oh, look. Down 40, down 59, down 55. Look. There's another cold winter-themed sheet metal door right there. It's down by 55%. Sold for $2.49. 13,000 subscribers, basically. That's a little bit concerning. Also, it came out during the same week as another sheet metal door, just like this one. As you can see over here, the cardboard sheet metal door that will show off in a bit. Anyway, point made. I can't help but assume you'll be able to pick up this skin for a cheaper price. How low can it go? I really don't know. But I think we could do 90 cents to $1.30 for this one. I don't imagine it'll go dramatically all the way to nothing. It's a cool looking skin, and I hope to see more of it. I'm pretty sure the skin creators have said yes in their workshop page. So we go to the comments. What do I see? What do I see? What? I don't know. It's not showing me. Come on. Show it. Show me the details. Say what you... I don't know why it's taken forever to load. Something's gone funny. comments. Can I see? Ah, there we go. Right. No one's actually asked him, are you going to make a continuation? But I can't help but assume that they'll get to it. So, looking at that, I can't help but assume it's going to end up like all the others. 90 cents to $1.30 is my approach. That's what I'm going to do. Right. Heavy Knight, Tier 3 armor. So, let's just quickly remind ourselves, everything I just basically talked about in regards to what Commando Tier 2 is competing with. Obviously, Heavy Knight Tier 2 is involved in that batch, in that group. Heavy Knight Tier 2 is competing with the likes of Commando Tier 2 and Black Diamond Tier 2. Who knows what gets accepted tomorrow? But I did bring this up. We also could potentially see the boots and gloves, and I think the boots and gloves being accepted tomorrow would be a perfectly fine thing. I don't think anybody would complain, and of course that would still cause the things to potentially spike them on, spike in price, or at least keep the momentum. See, awkwardly, the jacket has gone down in price. I really do hope you sold yours for $8 when they first went up to that price. Glassolio, I know you did, so good job there, buddy. Now, with the hoodie and pants here, as you can see, it's doing quite alright. Will that stay that like forever? I don't think so. I would imagine that the momentum will stay strong if we do see a continuation of sorts tomorrow. Boots and gloves, Tier 2, doesn't matter. So as long as we see either it happen, that's nice. But we've had 1, 2, 3 consecutive acceptances over the past 3 weeks. Maybe Face Punch might feel inclined to take a break. Or maybe like Ultramarine, we get 4 skins accepted in a row. That might be cool. So we'll see. But I'm looking at this Tier 3. One thing I'm acknowledging is that the face mask has done a much better job catching up and equalising to the likes of the sales that we see here compared to the likes of the chest plate. I don't know if the chest plate's got that much demand. Like, by default, you're probably looking at it and think, that's not very identifiable. But when you look at the likes of the face mask... You know, I look at this face mask and I can easily see, yeah, that's like a knight's face mask. Yeah. It's got the identity. It's interesting. So, alright, cool. Not too surprised to see that sold a little bit more compared to the likes of this. And it seems to be even, it seems to be equal, which is fine. And in the grand scheme of things, so as long as this collection remains fairly in demand, these skins should be held up and, you know, around even, it should be alright. Like, if people wanted a full collection, there's only so many of them to go around until you get to a point where you have certain skins that are in the excess, and then that leads to excess stock on the Steam market and whatnot. But no, this seems to be reasonable. I get the feeling it's going to probably end up like Damascus. Not too high in price, but doing good, if you know what I mean. I've already brought this up before, and as you can see, it's okay. It's okay. Whilst these obviously sold a higher amount compared to these have stayed strong for a very long time. Alright then, so, if you truly believe Heavy Knight will be going all the way with all the acceptances, I will sit here and say, you know what? It could be exactly the same in regards to the price that we suggested here, but I have to remind myself, metallic sets, are they always in demand? Remember, you have the likes of, what was Shedmon's collection? I've already forgotten it, and that's the problem, because if you can't remember the collection, then you've lost attention and you lose value. What was it called? Hard Suit? Yes, there it is, yeah. I remember it, it's all good. Yeah, Hard Suit came out late last year. It was, you know, pretty unique when it came out by itself last year, but look at the state of it now, because after that, early this year, we had Cyber Collection, and that's not still holding up very well, is it? Some of it's okay, not all of it. Some of it's down real bad. Oh dear, oh dear. Tired of being burnt by metallic sets, I'm going to go very low. And I feel like I might want to do that as well. But, maintaining that momentum. Are you looking at this in the short term, or are you looking at this in the long term? I think I want to go about it in the long term. So I think I'm going to go 80 cents to $1.20. At those prices, I think I'll be a lot more aware of the buy orders. I think I'll be, I think it'll be reliable enough to act upon. Because please, over the course of the next 2 months, you really have to keep an eye on your buy orders. People are more than happy to dump their stock because they think everything's going down and everything's going to go terrible. But it's just a routine thing that happens every single year. Great time to buy in, but it's not great when you get dumped on and you spend a lot of money. So yeah, cool. Heavy Knight, 80 cents to $1.20. I'm a little bit more concerned compared to like the hoodie and pants, so that's how I'm going about it. Tier 3 Toolbox. Right, this is going to be fairly easy. I'm looking at the state of this, and I'm going to give you a very straightforward answer. With the likes of all the small boxes that we've seen this year, take a quick look at them. Storage collections and the like, you would think, oh yeah, they're held up quite nicely with all the support of all the skins in the group. Nope. Nope. No. Down bad, every single one. Not looking good. Even the ones from last year not holding up very well. You're doing alright. I think you're pumped, but anyway. This right here doesn't glow in the dark. It's all by itself. Yes, you can place it underneath here. Very cute, very funny. Anyway, that's very likely going below $1. I'm very sorry to say. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking I'm probably only going to do 60 cents to 80 cents. Very sorry to say, but I just don't have a lot of faith in it. I've seen the likes of all of these other skins that came out in 2024. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Very sorry to say. Sold a reasonable amount, but yeah, even then, not expecting much. So I'm going to take a step back, play it safe. As I said, I'm only suggesting doing like 60 cents to 80 cents. So up to you. You go forth and do what you want. I'm going over here. Cel bolt action rifle. Now, just to quickly remind all of you, we did have the likes of the Juggernaut bolt action rifle earlier this year, part of a somewhat established collection of weapons and deplorables. But yeah, that is sitting here at $1.24. What is the cheapest bolt action rifle? Right, Dreamcatcher. I didn't fully establish this, but basically I'm not too concerned about this one because you used to be able to find this in like very easily in loot boxes. Yes, during the initial like loot boxes, certain skins were like a lot easy to find. They're like mainstays, evergreen. And yeah, that one right there was one for the barrel. Anyway, over to here. You have dropped off, you have gone down in price, but you're still slightly above $1. I'm sorry to say, but I don't think the Cel collection is very in demand. What makes you say that? Look at the AK. Ooh. So I'm looking at the bolt action rifle, and I'm a little bit concerned. How low can you go? Well, you might still go down to $1. And if it does go down to around $1, let's say if I had a $1 bar order, and I pick them all up, I probably won't be able to sell them for a profit for quite a long time. Is it even worth bothering? That's a good point to bring up. But Hedge, it's selling for $3, and the AK sold for $3.49. Look at it now; it's less than $1. So I worry for it. You know, it's got to be down to like, do you like the style? Are you impressed? I worry. I don't think people are. I'm sorry to say. I'm looking at this from a financial perspective. I've got to be real with you. I might just do 60 cents to 80 cents. I'm very sorry to say, but yeah, I'm concerned. Maybe it has hardly any listings. Maybe it improves as time goes on. Yeah. I would expect that. But it's the bad times right now. September, October, it's getting real bad. November tends to be still a point of recovery. Still bad, but you get the idea. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go 60 cents to 80 cents. I don't exactly have a lot of faith in it. I'm very sorry to say. And for the final deplorable skin, final abnormal skin, we have Rainbow Pony Poncho. I've lost my voice a little bit there. Sorry about that. This did not sell that much. I actually made a prediction, so as I hop back over to here, with the likes of my Rust 48-hour analysis, when it came to the poncho and the boonie hat, I thought it was going to end up between 7,500 to 8,500 subscribers. At the current moment right now, that's selling less, but that's perfectly in the middle. But we're here to talk about the poncho specifically. Guys, if I were to compare this to all the other ponchos, let's look at this with 7,000 subscribers and see where this currently is positioned. And, well, it's in the lower half. A 2024 skin is in the lower half in terms of total sales. Or subscriber count, I should elaborate on. Now, when you look at this and look at all the other skins, do you think that stands out compared to all the other skins? I think it does. Now, I should also bring up Rainbow Pony. Do you like Rainbow Pony? Are you a fan? Because surely it has to be doing well if it's got 28 skins accepted. This is one of the largest collections in Rust. So with this Rainbow Pony Poncho, I'm actually looking at this with a bit of positivity. I don't think it's sold that much. I think it's actually looking to be pretty interesting. Will it still go below its rostral price over the course of the next couple of months? I wouldn't be surprised. I don't expect it to go that low. But that boonie hat, oh, just you wait. I really do want to talk about it. But I'm looking at this poncho, and I'm going to give you a very straightforward answer. I think I'm going to probably do at least $1. How much higher are you going to go from there? I think I'm going to do 80 cents to $1.20. Yep, I've got 2 accounts. I'll be doing 80 cents to $1.20. I might pick up a whole bunch of them. That's fine. Post-Christmas, January 2025, I can't help but assume there will be more people that want to run around with Rainbow Pony. It's primitive. It's not too hard to put on and just be silly. You know, not everybody is trying to be super serious. Some people buy the likes of, you know, Big Cosplay, Ladybug Cosplay, Frog Cosplay, Rainbow Pony. And just take a look at all the Rainbow Pony skins, the clothing and armor. Just take a look at all of it. It's doing good. People like it. The bandana's been doing very well. It's doubled in price. What with the likes of the boonie hat and the poncho. So we were talking about this just a little bit earlier, and we're discussing, did anybody actually ask the skin creator, are you going to be making a continuation? Nobody did, so, we did that. Will there be a burlap? Will there be hide clothing? We don't know. But surely, maybe, possibly, and if we do, if there's not much of this, all the better for it to rise up in price. So I'm looking at that poncho, 80 cents to $1.20. We'll see how that goes. I feel very interested in it, and I'm looking forward to see what happens next. I think it stands out very nicely. I think people will be appreciating it. I look at this more in the long term. The summer of 2025, I think will be working out quite nicely for them. We'll leave it at that. Right then, so we've just discussed all the prices for abnormal skins. Now let's go ahead and start talking about the likes of the regular skins. The skins that only become marketable when the rust rotates tomorrow. Rat-a-tat-tat Thompson, how are you doing? So, cool design, very cute, very silly. Will we see any more rat-themed skins? I can confirm to you that that did not happen. Instead, we've got American Psycho-themed skins. Still looks cool, but not anything related to rat-a-tat-tat. Will there be a rat-a-tat AK? Will there be a rat-a-tat, I don't know, Python, revolver, set? We shall see. This has done 12,600 subscribers. By tomorrow, it'll be about 13,000 subscribers. And if you were to compare this to all the other Thompsons, that seems to be perfectly average. Certain skins might sell a little bit less. Certain skins might sell a little bit more. But what you might notice is the majority of the Thompsons that came out this year are in the negative. That's unfortunate. Thompsons have not been performing very well. There were changes to them. Aim cone's a bit meh. But they still get used. We just had the likes of the Cakes Eoka, which is of course the Rat Eoka. Do you reckon people also want to be running around with a Rat Thompson and potentially on the horizon a Rat AK? Rat L96? That'd be a very long nose, wouldn't it? We'll see. But in regards to Thompsons, let's just look at this in terms of what's the lowest price? What would be potentially the safe net, the safety spot? I don't think we have any Thompsons below $1, and I can confirm that the answer is yep. Oh, ever so slightly. Now that's a holiday theme skin. I look at these, and I reckon they still will go below the rust or price. It looks like it could happen, but the Rat-a-tat Thompson, surely, you're a little bit more special compared to the likes of those other skins. So I think I'm going to do 90 cents to $1.30. Yeah, I'll do 90 cents to $1.30. Yeah, I feel like that's okay. I don't think he'll go down too badly. It hasn't sold ridiculously. We could still expect a decent amount of them. Let's just look at all the Thompsons again, but also see how many listings each Thompson's had or has on the market. 88, 49, 122, 90, 138, 67, 54. Now, on average, rust skins in the Steam market usually have around 100 quantity. I can't help but assume maybe this does end up with about 100 quantity. 152. Alright, you know what? I might drop it back a bit. I think I'm going to do 80 cents to $1.20. Yeah. I'm going to clarify that. 80 cents to $1.20. That's how I'm going to approach it. So it's up to you how you approach it. I think it looks cool. I think people will like it eventually. Give it time. But yeah, I had to be a little bit cautious. Very sorry to say, but yeah, that's how I'll be approaching it. So I'm just going to stick with doing a buy order. Right, Rainbow Pony Boonie Hat. Earlier, well, about a few minutes ago, I talked about the poncho being in a very interesting spot, and this is looking even better. Honestly, out of all the skins here, if you had to buy something right now and, still potentially walk away making some profit, or at least retaining value, that's the skin. Yep. So it's done 8,000 subscribers. By tomorrow, I'll probably reach up to 8,500 subscribers. And looking at all the boonie hats that have come out this year, please take note, they're all around $1. Now, most of the time, boonie hats usually sell for 99 cents. Not these two. They sell for $1.49, but they didn't manage to keep interest. But they're still down to $1. Yes, look at all the positivity that you see there. Now, what if I were to tell you that this has sold half as much as the likes of these two? And yet, much bigger, much more in-demand collection. So, reliable. Safe, potentially. I'm looking at that boonie hat, and I think I'm actually going to go buy some. Now, in terms of what price would you suggest for a buy order? Oh, I'm sitting up for this one. I'm thinking I'm going to do 80 cents, 90 cents. I can't help but assume the very colourful, cute Rainbow Pony Boonie hat, which stands out very nicely compared to all these other skins here. Very bright, colourful, yeah. 80 cents, 90 cents, maybe a little bit higher. It's up to you. I can't help but assume that's going to have a lovely future ahead of it. And I'm still kind of expecting that we're probably going to see some burlap clothing or some hide clothing. No guarantee. Let's see if Little Ranger saw the likes of those comments. Let's see if he feels motivated. But that is looking to be very good, and I think we could jump on that. So yeah, Rainbow Pony, didn't say that much. Seems like it could work out very nice in the future. I look forward to seeing the results. I can afford it, can you? It's up to you. So, yeah, cool. Right then, and then we have this, the cardboard sheet on the door. A skin I was very surprised to see. Produced by a brand new skin creator. There is a bit of a glitch with this. If you look at this, if you open the door and look at, like, in the middle of it whilst it's open, you can see through it. We thought, could that be exploited? Nah. You could just basically see through it. Nothing special. It's cardboard. Do you want to pretend you live in a cardboard house? Do you want to live like a tramp? Right, anyway. I only did 7,000 subscribers, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not like that's hardly anything. I don't have a lot of faith in that. I do not expect that to retain value. I wouldn't be surprised if it just goes below $1. Yeah, I'll probably do like 60 cents to 80 cents. I would like to see a cardboard wood building skin. And if that happened, ooh, now he suddenly has a home. We'll see, but I will point this out at the very least. Skin Creator did produce a garage door. So, you know, earlier I did say there's a lot more garage doors potentially on the horizon. Well, we shall see. But I don't expect much for it, to be honest, so, yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would find it funny and probably buy it. Will that be enough to sustain it, keep it up? I don't fully know. So, yeah, those are the prices. That was everything that needed to be said. And, you know, that probably took about 40 minutes. Oh, dear, Hedge. Well, you know, I hope you realise we have chapters in the video. Look in the description. Right, so let's just quickly go over some details then in regards to what we could expect on the horizon. Tomorrow, will it be an early rust rotation? I do expect that. I reckon it'll probably happen around 6 PM UK time. So, compare your time to London time, 6 PM in the evening. I expect the early rust rotation. The September force wipe is coming out at 7 PM. It usually comes out before, of course, the update. And of course, tomorrow, don't forget, we'll have a September blog post introducing what all the new content was, which unfortunately doesn't seem to be much. Yeah. I honestly thought Red Tail Redux was coming. Apparently not. Does this mean October's going to be a massive, big, fat, stacked update? Because at the moment it looks like that is the case. The world update with all the brand new rivers, Red Tail Redux, potentially a lot more additional content and whatnot. The Frontier DLC pack, yep, the newer one. But yeah, not much. Yeah, kind of disappointing to be honest. Alright, so back over to here. Keep an eye out, we'll see what happens, but we should get official confirmation for these Twitch drops. So here's a weird thing. You probably saw my short video earlier today. What is this then? Why was it made now? Especially made by the likes of Mr. Duck. Skin creator behind the likes of the Neon Storage Collection and all those other Neon skins we saw recently. It's quality work, it looks good. But what is it for, if it's not for September? I don't know. I don't know. Why does it say drop? Well, I don't know. So I'll talk more about that again tomorrow, maybe. But we don't fully know. It's a mystery, so we'll have to just find out. I don't think it's for October, considering it's going to be the charitable rust skins. Maybe it's November? Why would it be made now? I don't know. So that only makes things a little bit more stranger. Anyway, I'm done yapping, and you're probably feeling very happy about that, so let's stop now. Let's skip ahead, and let's go do those abnormal barders. So that... Right, here we go. So, what have you prioritised, chat? What are you chasing after first? I think I shall partake in the Commando pants, and also, will that change the purple? Refresh. Don't break me as well, I don't want that. Commando pants, do you exist? I need you in my life, please. Come on. I bet the hoodie's appeared. No. Okay, this is awkward. Very awkward. Maybe people just didn't feel like listening right about now. It is Wednesday night, right? Oh, there we go. Haha. Thank you. Paste, and I'm in. There we go. No active buy orders, just the way I like it, unless I screw this up somehow, which seems to be the case. Oh dear, oh dear. Good job, Hedge. So clever, so smart, so quick. Right. No. No. Let's go over to the other account real quickly and go do barters there. So your barter's going all the way up to about $1.50. That's very nice to see. Dunker, dunker, dunker. What price did we suggest? That one. You know what? I could probably do like 1.2 for myself. Yeah, I'll go back to that and change that now. What's wrong? I don't see that much competition, so I'll just go for a lower price. No one else is doing what I'm doing, that's fine. If we get that continuation immediately tomorrow, I'm not going to complain. Right, so we're back over to here. Face mask. Yep, not that much competition, I'll take it. Rainbow Pony Poncho. Can I please get the Rainbow Pony Poncho? Can I please get the Rainbow Pony Poncho? Actually, that was supposed to be the lower price buy order. Did that go through? I think it broke. That's fine. I'll do this then. Okay, things have gotten weird. I can't. Okay, I don't know what's gone wrong. Things seem to have gone a little bit awkward. I'm just going to skip ahead now. We'll look at the abnormal barter support and question if we want to jump in and buy into these skins. So that. Alright, so it's been about 13 minutes. Not all the skins have appeared yet, but here we are. And, well, the skins are out. Let's go take a look at all of them. Let's discuss how things are currently looking. We're going to look at the support and consider, do we want to jump in and actually buy these skins now? Or could we just stick with doing a higher buy order? So here I am looking at the likes of the Commando hoodie and pants. As you can see, they both have barters up to around 800 in total. Very interesting. But as we look over, you might notice that, wow, it goes all the way above $1. And then it kind of stops, and then it goes up to here, $1.64. Oh, surely that seems to be okay. That's me. That's me on both of them. Seems no one really wanted to go above $1.50. And that's got me thinking, alright, well, at the very least, I'll wait until tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But maybe I'll probably change that buy order. Now, you know, considering that perhaps within the next, let's say, 17 hours... more people might put down some barters. Even then, like if I just see like 1, 1, 2, 3, 1 quantity barters, I only really care about the big fat quantities. I'm the big fat quantity there. I'm going to be brutally honest with you, I might go bring that down. Now, if we do instantly get the likes of Commando Tier 2 tomorrow, they're staying there, it's all good. Maybe I'll remove it, put it up to $2. We shall see. Anyway, we don't know what to expect tomorrow. Will it be Heavy Knight Tier 2, Commando Tier 2, or, of course, Black Diamond Tier 2? It's up for debate, but don't forget, if we do potentially have complete the sets next week, we could still see the likes of the other Tier 2 pieces appearing for that. It's not uncommon to see a recent submission appearing for complete the sets. And Heavy Knight, Commando, Black Diamond, fairly notable collections that have appeared this year. Yeah, I wouldn't say no to them. So, alright, fair enough. Cool. But if you're going to sit here and say, Hedge, should I go buy some of these? I mean, I'll be honest with you, you could probably just do a buy order like me and pick these up for a cheaper price. Give it a good while. Yeah, you could probably potentially pick these up for $1.50 each, but it's all up for debate in regards to what appears tomorrow or the next week. Will Commando be neglected and the other skins be accepted? Or will the other skins be neglected and Commandos accepted? I don't know. But at the very least, so as long as I keep an eye on my buy orders, I can remove them if things get a little bit awry. Sounds good? All good? Yeah. But I do think you could just pick these up for a cheaper price. As of now, the early listings we see are currently sitting here at $4, so yeah, maybe it has a fun future ahead of it, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, we'll find out. Cool. Right, moving on to the next skin. So, this is currently sitting here. It's a $2.49 skin in a Rust store. The buy orders basically end at $1.50. Alright, that's basically what we said. I'm not going to say no. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. basically, I will sit here and say, if you wanted to get a hold of this, you could just put down maybe like a $1.80 barter, $2 barter, pick this up for about 50 cents cheaper compared to what you can buy it for in a rust store right now. I don't imagine there'll be a lot of people pushing all the way above $2 and whatnot. If we do get the collection continuations appearing, alright, yeah, sure, maybe the garage store does fare a bit better, but there will still be more other garage stores, won't there? So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on the workshop, see what Mr. Sad has produced next. But I will sit here and say, you could just pick this up for 50 cents cheaper, put down a $2 barter, you should be good. Cool. Over to here, we have the Heavy Night Tier 3 set, and well, we did discuss, the competition for tomorrow. Well, as you look over to here, the barders stop at just like barely over $1. Look at that. Yep. And over to here, yep. So, just to remind all of you, these are in the rust store right now for $2. Can we quickly confirm that? Yes, it says it right there, $1.99 and $1.99. Oh dear, oh dear. Does that mean it's doomed? No, not necessarily. Yeah, it might still suffer a fair bit, but hey. Heavy Night Collection has been doing very good for itself. Maybe it doesn't get accepted tomorrow. Maybe it does. We shall see. But I can see it still getting the final piece. I can imagine it's still going to work out eventually. But we have to accept that certain collections just never get finished. There was a lot of collections last year that never got the Tier 2 piece accepted. It does happen. I'll be honest with you. With the likes of the Heavy Night, with its jacket and whatnot, does it necessarily need a kilt? Who knows? But if you're going to sit there and say, Hedge, should I buy this? I mean, you could just pick this up for $1.50. Save yourself 50 cents. Both pieces. It's up to you. We'll see how things turn out in the future. I'm still hoping for a longsword. We'll see how it turns out. So yeah, you could just stick with a $1.50 barter. You'll be able to pick that up for a cheaper price. But if we get the acceptance tomorrow, we'll see. Next up, we have the Frozen Crypt Door. It's a $3 skin. As you can see, the barders end at $1. You could save yourself $1.50 and buy, put down a $1.50 barter. It sold a reasonable amount. 13,000 subscribers is a perfectly fine amount. It's not like there's hardly any of them that exist. Yes, you could just put down a $1.50 barter. I will not be surprised in the slightest if you could just buy it for half the price it's selling for right now. So that's up to you, but yeah, that's definitely not retaining its value. Nope. Moving over to here, we have the Rainbow Pony Poncho, and yes, this does look to be pretty good. It has barders going all the way up to $1.20. That is me. That is me. But other than that, you got 10 there, you got 10 there, Right, so I am probably, I'm going to go buy some Rainbow Pony boonie hats. I think the support there is good enough. I feel like it has a pretty good future ahead of it, and I am happy to proceed with, go to buy, a bunch of the boonie hats. So yeah, I will be buying some skins this week. Very nice, I guess. It's the sheer lack of sales that's got me interested, so more long term? Yeah, more long term. But we'll see if we do get the likes of more primitive skins being produced and potentially accepted. Yeah, I didn't even buy order on this. I didn't even buy order. Yeah. I just can't be bothered. The barders are going up to 87 cents. That's cool. Have fun trying to sell it. Let's see if it turns into a collection, I guess. But doesn't glow. It's just kind of rusty and green, and that's it. So cool. Next up, we have the skin that is yet to appear, and it still hasn't appeared. So yeah, Cel bolt action rifle. I don't know where you are, but it is what it is. And now, gentlemen, the grand unveiling. For what you see over here, we have the answer. Abyss hunting bow. Abyss hunting bow. Refresh. There you go. Yep, it was this one. Yep. So it has taken over, and here we are. Now, just to quickly elaborate with the likes of you lot, this was only marketable, or rather, this was only in the rust store for about like 30 minutes last Thursday until, once we rounded up to 1 o'clock in the morning the next day. In short, not that many people bought this on the Thursday, so only a few people could list theirs right now. Tomorrow is definitely going to be the day. Tomorrow, a lot more people did end up buying this, and you might see this probably doubling in quantity. But with its current position, with its current buy orders, does that look bad? It looks okay. Certainly not as good when we had the video where I discussed, yeah, it's looking quite appealing. Seems to be a win-win situation. I'm looking at this more in the long term. I still think it's going to work out quite nicely. I think we're in a solid position there. I can see it working out well. Could this still go below its rust store price? It might go down to about $2. Could crash a bit, but, it's got a solid start. Like, imagine if every weapon skin started like that, with hardly any sales overall. So yeah, Abyss hunting bow. This is you now. I go back over to here, refresh. One of them's blue, and one of them's purple. And you, my friend, after this whole silly mess, you've basically gone up in price ever so nicely with a lot more buy orders. Let's see if that lasts. Good luck to you, but remember, that is the true Abyss bow. And this right here is the Abyss hunting bow. Cool. So we got that nice and established. I'm very sorry to all the people who bought all those bows over the past few days, whilst this technically wasn't the actual bow or something. I don't know. A lot of people did buy these for like more than $10. Ooh. Ooh. So yeah, that's looking perfectly fine. If you're going to sit there and say, Hedge, should I go buy this Abyss hunting bow? I'm a bit conflicted. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of these being listed. Will the prices go down with it, or will it stay strong? If you like it, by all means, buy one for yourself, treat yourself. Not every single thing has to be an investment, but, I mean, it's looking good. It's got barters going all the way up to $2. It's up to you. It's up to you. All right. So, yeah, that one's a bit of a funny one. I have a solid buy order, which I'm feeling very confident I'll be picking up some of these as time goes on, so I might just stick with a barter. I haven't done a second barter yet. I'm questioning what I'm going to do. I'm questioning. I've got to wait it out. Right then, so that's basically a wrap the likes of this. Now we have to just quickly reiterate details. So tomorrow's Rust rotation, I do believe, will be an early one. That only makes things more interesting. So that means we shouldn't expect that much more sales for likes of all of these skins here. Yeah, you really do need to consider how you approach all of this. I mean, you're probably watching the video now whilst it's your lunchtime. Look at those skins. Look at the barders then. Look and see if it's looking to be a lot more appealing. Chances are, for most of them, at the very least, you still probably want to stick with doing a buy order. But yeah, those skins are only going to be in the Rust store probably until about 6 PM UK time tomorrow. So 6 PM London time you could do. And yeah, so make the comparison, get the idea. And of course, tomorrow we will have the September 4 swipe with a brand new blog post. I'll be on stream tomorrow. We'll be discussing all the brand new details. That's basically it. We're done. We're all good. Do you want me to quickly give you a little insight for the top scoring skins right now? In first place, we have the Furnace Chef with a score of 67.8. In second place, we have Snooey's. I've never heard of them before. Big Thief Bearskin Rug. It's a gigantic raccoon bearskin rug. Trash Panda. For third place, we have Russia Chestplate with the smile. Fourth place is this Rust Reborn Jackhammer. Now, I won't count that as the fourth place one, but what are you actually for? Time will tell. Feel free to comment below what you think it is. I don't fully know. I do not fully know. As I said, maybe it's for November. Maybe for the month after, in October, but the charity skins. I'm not fully sure yet, but we'll see. And let's get that. So Russia Face Mask is technically fourth, and then Undead Hide Poncho is fifth. Huh. So, who knows? Maybe none of these skins get accepted. And the main thing I really want to find out tomorrow, will we get the announcement or complete the sets? I believe we'll find out pretty early on. I'll be happy to announce it, but it usually happens during September. Maybe it doesn't happen next week, maybe it happens the week after. Don't fully know yet. I certainly am looking forward to it. Lots of potential collection continuations, clothing and armor pieces, deplorable collections, weapon collections. Ooh. What would you like to see? Of course, I have my Complete the Sets candidates, which you can see in the description right now if you want to get a link to this collection. Plenty of interesting potential options. You can sit there and hope and pray, really wanting to see certain collections getting those extra skins, but I'll be honest with you, you're more than likely going to end up being depressed. Life is cruel. You might be sitting there and desperately wanting those ever so lovely looking camouflage collection skins. Oh, I know you've been yapping about it. I know you've been yapping about it, but let's be real here. Maybe you don't deserve nice things in your life. Well, it's the truth, isn't it? What have you done to deserve it, huh? Sorry, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's your fault. Anyway, we'll see what happens. September 4 swipe tomorrow. What will the peak player count be? Last year, we only peaked up to 127,000. We shall see. We shall see. So, that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you have a splendid week. I hope you enjoy the Rust Store tomorrow. And what gets picked? What tier 2 piece will be picked? Commando. Heavy Knight. Black Diamond? Or none of them? Oh, God. Oh, no. I didn't even think about that. Oh.